What I want to talk about today is change, and specifically change adoption. Let's face it, change is very uncomfortable, and I think there's a lot of executives that would like to market the way that they used to. They probably say, why can't we use a traditional agency and plan out our message, place our TV ads, place our radio ads, and place our newspaper ads and our magazine ads, and wait for the customers to come and wait for the customer feedback to come. The reality is, right now, is that a lot of consumers are not interested in one-way communication. They want two-way communication, and that's where social media comes in. But don't get me wrong, I totally agree with you that, that social media can be very confusing. So here's for instance, you're sitting down with your employee that knows about social media and online marketing, and he's sitting down and he's talking about Twitter, he's talking about Facebook, he's talking about Bing, he's talking about Google, he's talking about Ning, he's talking about Yammer. He's not making sense, let's just put it that way, and he's not even speaking English at that point, and you're waiting for the tentacles to pop out of his head because he's talking like an alien. Then you walk down the hall and there's a new employee and he keeps on asking you where the wiki is, and you think the wiki is some sort of mascot that you missed the memo on, and meanwhile it's an online sharing tool. So there's no doubt about it that it can be confusing, but when I'm talking to my clients and to prospects, I bring it down to business principles, and I bring it down to spend, I bring it down to value, and I bring it down to return on investment. And one of the things that I talk about a lot is I talk about the fact of differentiation. I think we've all been there in planning out our business plans and saying that how can we differentiate ourselves from the competition? What's that element of this year that's really going to put us ahead of the competition? Well, social media can be that item for you. Look around and see what the competition is doing on social media. I bet they're not using it that great. There's a lot of people think that the return on investment of social media is that it's going to allow you to be around in 5 years. Maybe a little bit over the top, but maybe not as well. I see so many businesses that are still in the past and have not adopted change, and I believe that it's so important to have it as a metric of your business, to basically look at the start of your fiscal year where we're at and where we ended up and how much that we've changed, and those are the businesses that are going to succeed.